Good morning. And a competitive day yesterday. It was nice to come out with some green. These are some of the highlights. This is a fine example of trading, isn't it? We called it right. HJ Helsinki made it 2-1, but it ended 2-2. But when you've locked in your profit, you don't have to worry about anything that happens after you've locked it in. That's the beauty of trading. AZ Alkmaar and Ilves, I could have made a little bit more money in this one. I got out at 2-0. I backed first half goals 2.5 after 20 minutes, and that's going to be something for you to look at this season for short odds. I got out at the 2-0. I did recommend for some Telegram members to stay in because there was some 20 minutes to go for AZ Alkmaar to score another goal, which indeed they did. So you would have made a nice 30 quid there. That's not too shabby, is it? 50 plus a possible 30, 80 quid. Add that to the day before's profits of, I think that was nearly three figures for the £40 stakes we're using. And we're starting to read these matches well. I'm not going to go over yesterday's Conference League because I'll be here till Christmas. It went on and on and on and on like a Tory politician. Looking on to today, and it's great to see some new leagues coming back. I'm not going to be researching Austrian Bundesliga, Belgian Julep League, etc. Too intricately. It's all about in-play stats at this stage of the season. But let's take a quick look. This is a top three clash from last season. Add in the fact it's 2.35 the favourite. And what do you get? As Les Dennis would say, probably not a good trading match. Mechelen against Club Brugge. Heartache for Mechelen. Led until a late penalty. Club Brugge, very impressive in their opener against Genk. I think that was a top two or top three clash from last season. So really laid down a marker there. Came in from behind Club Brugge to get the win. That impressed me. Even though it's a single bit of form, I'm quite happy to be looking at Club Brugge today to get something against Mechelen. Lokomotiv Zagreb against Vukovar. I think Vukovar are newly promoted, and at this stage of the season, you must factor newly promoted sides. Could struggle. Newly relegated sides could dominate. So Vukovar 1991 are going to be on your roster. Danish Super League, Fredericia against FC Copenhagen. Fred have scored 5 in 2. Copenhagen have scored 5 in 2. Copenhagen are involved in European club competition. So we can't make an excuse for that, though, can we? Fatigue. Come on, eh? Two matches into the season. Later on in the season, you're going to see the severe impact that European club competition has on league results. It's you're going to have what I call sandwich weekends, where you're going to have a pre and post Champions League fixture, and then you've got a league fixture bang smack in the middle. Something has to give, and normally does give. That's why I do mention European club competition. And I've got an app, working on an app, which will highlight all of this for you. When you do your research, it will highlight whether you've got an upcoming European fixture or not, highlight any new managers, that kind of thing, highlight any significant injury concerns. So I'm getting that one enhanced, and I hope to have that one shipped out to you once it's up and ready. Vejle against Odense. Watch out for Vejle, newly promoted. So you know what the deal is with that. Very impressive in their opener against Randers, getting a very well-deserved equaliser. I would suspect Vejle this season, although they got done by Copenhagen quite easily, could be a good over 2.5 goal candidate and could be a competitive side for a newly promoted side. Danish First Division, we don't need to focus too much on that now. What we're going to be doing is just change things round. Swedish Superettan, Norwegian Tippeligaen, Danish First Division. These second tiers in secondary countries we don't have to get too involved with because we've got the likes of English League One returning. This is a very fascinating opener. Newly relegated Luton are playing newly promoted Wimbledon. Probably this was picked for that specific reason. In cases like this, when you have newly relegated against newly promoted, you've got to go with the newly promoted, newly relegated side, don't you? It's logic. They've been in the better league for the whole part of the season. Wimbledon have been in the poorer league for the whole part of last season. Something's going to give. VPS against Mariehamn. Mariehamn's struggle scoring that second goal away from home could be their undoing. But you've got to trust this VPS. Let's have a look at their form, or lack thereof. No win in 7 and in 5 at home. You know your pants when a side with no win in 7 or 5 at home is a 1.5 favourite. Down from 1.55 with Bet365. This is howling mad Murdoch. It's like backing St. Pat's. You'd have to be absolutely crazy at this stage of the season to be backing St. Pat's. You saw yesterday, I called that one right against Nomakalju. Unreliable, but they did get that goal to go through to extra time. Schalke against Hertha Berlin. Great to see these two ex-Bundesliga sides from a few seasons ago. This Bundesliga 2 is a living nightmare for these relegated sides from the Bundesliga. It's incredibly difficult to get out of because you've only realistically got 2 or 3 places to aim for, rather than the playoffs that you have in the English Championship. Oh man, I wish them luck. Poor old Schalke stuck there for another year. They got relegated along with Werder Bremen. Werder Bremen, boing boing, straight back up. But not so with Schalke and Hertha. Hertha is hurting. A huge stadium, huge attendance, but you're stuck in the Bundesliga 2. You can't make an error in this league if you're trying to get out. It's just awful. I wonder if they've got the placings up now. If you look at the standings. There we go. Only 3 places available for promotion. These are automatic. This is a playoff. You can't make a mistake, can you? So all of this lot in the middle, you can come 4th, missing by a point. You're out. Les Dennis making another appearance today. Hopefully he's not going to be asking for a royalty check. Irish Premier Division, Bows against Drogs. Let's have a look. Now, if you want comprehensive football research, then join footballtradingprofits.com. You'll get this in your inbox every day. This is comprehensive. This is all hand done by me. No AI. I will be using AI as an assistant, but not as a replacement. I don't think AI can quite match my eye picking up the little nuances. So we've got the main one here, 33% over 2.5 goal for Bohemians. That's a concern. But Drogs, drawing a few matches, no win in 8 away, could be telling. What we've also got to factor in is it's a top 4 clash as well. Obviously, Drogs are no mugs. 11 out of 14 goals conceded away have come second half. That gives you a green light if it's 0-0 at half time to lay that draw. Whenever I see such short odds, such short percentages for overs, tends to make you want to back 0-0 pre-match. So if you want comprehensive research like this for match after match after match, straight into your inbox, normally by 7 a.m, but come on, I was up till 3 a.m. my time for you guys yesterday, so cut me some slack. It'll be there for about 8 a.m. into your inbox. Okay, if you fancy that, come and join. We've got a great offer on at the moment. More in the description. Cork City against Galway. This is a bottom 3 clash, so it's going to get short shrift from me. I call this kind of a derby style match. Both sides will, in the lowering of the sights of their opposition, look for a good result. Irish First Division. Again, it's going to be one of those leagues. Probably not, though, because it's on a Friday. But these lower tier leagues, we don't need to be focusing too much on them anymore, because we're going to have the quality coming through. And it's going to be quality. English Premier League, English Championship. Readable. French League 2. I bet you didn't know I could speak French. Italian Serie A. Italian Serie B. But you didn't know I could speak Italian as well. And there's more to come. Spanish Primera and Spanish Primera 2. I'm multilingualist. All coming and all very readable and, most importantly, reliable. Let's take a quick look through the Irish First Division. So I'll let you see the comprehensive research for the Irish First Division, which is only really available for members of footballtradingprofits.com. So you can see. First thing to note, league position. Obviously fourth in the league, no mugs. So that's important to note. Momentum, 4 consecutive wins. No draw in 12, so you're going to be laying the late draw, I hope. Scoring in the last 19. Shouldn't be a 0-0. If it's 0-0 after 20 minutes, why don't you have a shot in the half-time market? This is why I do such comprehensive research. No win in 5 away for Treaty. They were the eye-catcher early on in the season, but they're not beating the top 7 away. So this is beginning to look like a match full of trading angles, doesn't it? What you do to make this a successful match is to marry all of this with the in-play stats. If the in-play stats are matching the pre-match research, you're on a winner. Co-Bramblers against Longford. Again, league position is key. 2nd against 7th. And don't forget, if you want this kind of research for the Premier League, Bundesliga, Italian Serie A, Italian Serie B, join footballtradingprofits.com for this new season. We've got a 2025 offer. You're already, I hope, on the Eletter list as well, because I do offer some additions to the Eletter list. So Co-Bramblers, 3 consecutive home wins. Again, momentum. Again, no draw in 10. So you could lay the very late draw. Longford. This shows us the possibility of the goals that Cope could score today, between 2 and 5. Kerry against Athlone, 9th against 10th. So already you're on the back foot, bottom 2. I call this a derby-style match. This is not a geographical derby, like Manchester United, Man City, Celtic, Rangers. This is a derby-style match, where form lines can possibly be thrown out the window, because these two will fancy their chances against each other. 33% overs, 36% overs is poor. Just suggests backing 0-0s pre-match. UCD against Dundalk again. League position 5th against 1st. 2 away defeats came against 3rd and 8th. Teams they had beaten already. So Dundalk could be vulnerable. 4 wins in 5. UCD have momentum coming into this, but they haven't scored that second goal against the top 7. So if they scored today and that pattern continues, they are vulnerable, aren't they? And the Irish First Division, again, Wexford, Finn Harps, 6th. I don't know where Finn Harps are. I can have a look quickly at the league positions for Finn Harps. And they are 8th out of 10. So we do need to know league positions. 8th in the league, only 1 loss in 7. That's momentum, isn't it? 5 goals conceded, though, in the last 2. That's pretty poor. Never led at half time away, so they are leading in the 35th minute. That's the reason for that little stat. 2-2 and 1-1 in the head-to-heads. Wexford are one of those frustrating sides. They are very difficult to read. Very difficult to read sides are not good trading sides, okay? Just be careful. Polish Ekstraklasa going to get short shrift now, along with the Polish First Division and the remaining Super League. Now we've got the big guns back, or we'll have them back sharpish. 16th of August, I think, will be the start of the Premier League et al. So not going to be looking too in-depth at these. I have had a look, I think, for members of Football Trading Profits. But do note, Metaglobus Bucharest are newly promoted, could be vulnerable. And indeed, the market's suggesting as much. Do target newly promoted sides as being potentially vulnerable. Do target newly relegated sides as having the potential to dominate their league. Great to see the Scottish Championship back. Let's have a look. Yet another newly promoted side in Arbroath. Are they going to sink or swim? Ayr finished in the top 4, I think, last season. So they will be expecting a push for the Premier League. So this could be a tricky one for Arbroath, but you're at home, front of home support, first match in the Championship. Going to be very enthusiastic. Swedish Superettan, we don't need to focus too much on that now. And the Swiss Challenge League is the second tier of Switzerland, so we don't need to focus on that either. So it's brewing up nicely, isn't it? I might not even take a day off. Just for those of you new to footballtradingprofits.com, Friday is my day off. Monday is my day off, and it does tend to coincide with the weaker coupons. But this is tempting me to stay up tonight. If I do stay up, it would be a 5 p.m. start. But it does look like it's got some real potential, tonight's coupon. Watching brief as ever, in-play stats as ever. So have a great day today. Just a reminder to members, it is officially my day off. Got an e-letter coming up as well today, so do watch out for that e-letter. It's just a welcome to the new league, and I've got a couple of reports for you in the e-letter pertinent to English League One and new managers. We do need to know who the new managers are this season, because managers change teams. Roy Hodgson, when he came to Palace, suddenly went on a magnificent unbeaten run. Managers impact teams markedly, and the thing about a new manager, previous form can be thrown out of the window. So have a great day today. Watch out for the e-letter in your inbox. Do make sure you're signed up for the e-letter. I'm sure you are signed up. Even if you're a member, please do sign up. We've got plenty of reports. We're going to start the podcast tomorrow. Now, maybe today. First, I've done the podcast on League One and the new managers, so I'll be including that for e-letter members. You're going to get a Friday e-letter. What you're going to get, Premier League research as well, every Friday. Free football trading guide as well, and the Dark Horse stats, and you're going to get even more reports. I'm going to be getting AI working its off for you all season. Don't forget, it's not a replacement, AI, it's an addition. It is pretty much my companion, my partner now, in just helping lift the load. But it does make a lot of statistical mistakes. That's why old school baby is the way to go. So if you've not signed up, please do sign up. 2025 free resources for your e-letter. You're going to get all of this juicy stuff every Friday. And don't forget, a podcast each day into your inbox with a different angle or a specific look at a specific league that's kicking off on that particular day. Have a great Friday. It is my day off. What's left of it? It's already 1 p.m. I'm going to be heading off to a nice beach cafe, do a little bit of research. I've done the research for Saturday, got the research for Sunday to do, and then we can be up and firing. Day off today, but if I am up and about for members of footballtradingprofits.com, I will see you then. Please, if you fancy it, if you fancy me doing all the heavy lifting for you, you fancy a few of those green screens, then do join up. 2025 offer. Plenty going on at footballtradingprofits.com. We are improving all the time. I'm particularly excited about this soccer match researcher AI, which I'm training to follow my eye. It will cover as many leagues as you want, pick them out, and I've got it trained to signal when there's a pre or post European night, because that could impact the performance. It's going to give me an injury list. It's going to flag up any matches where there's a new member, a new manager, and it's also going to flag up whether it's a newly promoted side or newly relegated side. Nice little bit of research. It can't read soccerstats.com, which means I'm still in a job. But it's on its way. Soccer match AI researcher. I'm enhancing it every day. And once it's ready, it'll be up and available for members of footballtradingprofits.com, just to lessen your load. And we've got a glitch in the matrix with this one. I'm working on this AI football stats analyzer as well. As you can see, it's got a few glitches in it. I want to have this up and ready for about the 16th of August. You can look at the players as well, but you can see we're still having some issues. But this, I hope, will be up and ready. Transfer. Oh, so you can see the AI is not quite working yet. So maybe somebody has phoned Sarah Connor up and she has terminated it. But these apps are all there in the background. They're all there for you, for your benefit, as well as a daily podcast and everything else. Have a great day. I might see members of footballtradingprofits.com later on, but if you're new to the service, Fridays and Mondays tend to be my day off. I do need time to myself because I put in a lot of hours for you. I do have other projects, and I do need time to myself now and again. But I might be tempted in with Fred in Copenhagen at 5, and if I am, I'll be popping on Telegram. Look out for the Eletter as well, and have a great start to your weekend and start to the new football season.